by at NRG Stadium. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 18. From the gun, here's Watson, forced out to his left. Into the hands of the tight end, this is Jordan Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. On 1st down, Watson. Dixon, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. To throw is Watson. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 1st down, it's Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate. Gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that field. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Antonio Brown, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed,
Yeah,
aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
But Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. On 1st and 10, Rivers. This is Jeff Swain, the tight end. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Rivers now from the 50. Completes it to Lee. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Fournette, a first down carry. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 32-yard line. Now Leonard Fournette. The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week, 18 carries, 64 yards.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Rivers with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. From the gun, Rivers. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Jadeveon Clowney, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And taking a gander at the NFL scoreboard in Minneapolis. Early on, it's the Vikings in the driver's seat. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 22. And now this pass brought in by Brown. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Watson, off play action. Got him in, it's Brown. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
Here we go. I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here's Watson. And an alley to run. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. Watson on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now a first down throw, Watson. The quick slant caught. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Cole Beasley the intended target, but it'll be second down. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. This is Fournette, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down. Play action now, Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. All right, now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Completes it to Dixon. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They go play action here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Situation, let's go. Check.
Throwing again is Watson. And that'll be incomplete. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 40. On 1st and 10, Watson steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson, and the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Here's Watson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
So we have come to half. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On first down, Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. Watson, nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Josh Allen, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down and avoids the contact by sliding. Good yardage there on the scramble, and all of a sudden they're left with a 3rd and 2, much more manageable. 3rd and 2, Watson. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Now Rivers. And that is incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Now Brown. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
It certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to when you want to. That play call is working very well for them right now.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24. From the red zone now, Watson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Watson now, throwing again. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A shotgun snap for Watson. Being chased out left. Dixon complete. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Nice job defensively to hold them to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Watson now to throw. eluding the pressure right. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams pay. Enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Back now in Houston. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rivers. The open man is Westbrook. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Again, it's Rivers. He completes it to Westbrook. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Rivers now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Throwing Rivers. Completes it to Lee. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 46 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rivers now. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Alert 3.
Rivers to throw it. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Rivers to throw for it on fourth. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. D.D. Westbrook, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gano the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And right now,